And there is more on politics with a shocking new revelation from FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, alleging that a secret political pact brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu underpinned the entire Rivers State drama, with Governor Fubara agreeing to abandon his second-term ambition in exchange for impeachment proceedings against him being dropped. Wike made these comments after inspecting infrastructure projects in Abuja on Monday, days after Fubara said he was leaving the race in the interest of peace and stability. Do we have that video? All right, we don't have that video. But you know, he was inspecting some road projects and he dropped this bombshell. With Fubara now out of the race, House of Representatives member Kingsley Chinda has emerged as the APC candidate for Rivers State. The message from Abuja is clear. In Rivers State, politics is the power brokers, not the ballot box, who decide who governs. And Nigerians are watching and asking, is this democracy? I mean, that was such a bombshell because obviously, why did he even go and get a ticket if he actually brokered a deal, Dr. Abati?
No, it's not a bombshell. It is,
you knew that was it?
It is foreseeable.
It has always been.
Yeah.
I mean, we always
when the crisis in Rivers State started,
right.
Nyesom Wike, who I've said is an amphibious politician, one leg in APC, one leg in PDP. He influences politics in APC. He determines what happens in the PDP. He had made it clear that whoever he does not anoint cannot become governor of Rivers State. And he made it clear that Fubara, having the temerity to challenge him, he as the godfather of Rivers State politics, sitting in Abuja and controlling what happens from Obiakpo to the last local government in Rivers State, that anybody that does not listen to him will pay for it. And that's exactly what has happened in the case of Fubara. Fubara had the support of the people. All those people pushing him at that time, telling him, challenge the godfather. Where are they today? All those walking stick
name them. I know you have some names.
I don't want to embarrass. I don't want to embarrass.
But he actually went for the primaries, Dr.
He didn't pass the clearance.
Why did he go? That's the question.
They didn't clear him.
If there was a deal that was brokered for him to step down.
Should there even be a situation?
Should we even listen to the weekend?
Okay, if you have it.
Can we play? Because we want to hear. Let us listen. Let's listen to Wike.
I'm not surprised that the governor withdrew. In the first place, he ought not have collected the form because the agreement was reached that the impeachment should be dropped, while he should also not talk about second term. And so, for me, I'm not surprised that he has to withdraw at that stage. But the collective form first didn't show sign of gentlemanship.
So, Dr. Abati, heard it from the man himself. He should not have collected the form in the first place.
It's still the same thing.
Yes.
We have a democratic so-called system where, one person, you said the power brokers in Rivers. No, there's only one power broker in Rivers State, and that's Emperor Nyesom Wike.
All right.
He's the one who said it with his own mouth that we have told him he will not run.
All right.
So Fubara, maybe he was hoping against hope. Maybe he thought those elders would back him up. Maybe the people will be behind him. Okay, if they didn't give him the ticket in APC, why has he not before now, or even now that we have issues with the powers of INEC in the courts, why will he not go to another party? In fact, I suspect that agreement will be, in fact, if we see you anywhere joining any political party, you will be dealt with. No. That's the kind of democracy they have in Rivers State.
I know,
and the people
really
we have to pity are the people of Rivers State.
All right.
One man dictating to them, and then Fubara, just have you heard from him?
No.
Since they told him that he is not the anointed person.
All right.
The person who has been anointed, we are told, is Kingsley Chinda.
Yes.
Not by power brokers, by one man called Nyesom Wike. And I hope that Kingsley Chinda, I hope he has learned from the example of Fubara.
Yes.
Because now that Fubara has been tested and dropped, If he misbehaves too, the main man,
the emperor will speak.
The emperor will teach him some lessons about power.
The emperor is
so
here.
We hope one day will come in River State when the people of River State will regain their voice.
Okay, Dr.
And they will be able to make informed choice without
Dr.
anybody dictating to them.
Is it possible? Well, all right. We'll turn our attention now to controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Gumi, who is back in the headlines. Gumi has denied allegations linking him to insecurity in Nigeria, insisting his engagements with armed groups were aimed solely at finding peaceful solutions after being turned back from Saudi Arabia during his latest attempt to perform the Hajj pilgrimage despite holding a valid visa. Saudi immigration officials denied him entry into Medina Airport, with authorities citing his views on world politics as a reason for their discomfort. Let's take a look.
I have no any association. I don't have any hand. I don't do anything to encourage or to promote insecurity in Nigeria. But on the contrary, I'm a peaceful citizen who loves his country more than anything, more than any country beside God. And I want peace and tranquility and progress to this nation. And that's why I felt it's a duty for me to take along with me the government to go and see these people that are causing insecurity and listen to their grievances. After listening to their grievances, up to today, I have not seen one step taken towards alleviating the grievances except the kinetic approach. These people said they are ready to put down their weapons. You've seen, I'm in front of some of you. I have made them to swear with God that they will not steal, they will not do this, they will put down their arms, and they did. They swear with God in front of you people, yet people are still saying we are here to encourage them. And
Rufai, Gumi's denial of terrorism links is what is raising eyebrows right now. Gumi has long called for amnesty for bandits and their families, consistently arguing that dialogue, not force, can defeat terrorism. The question Nigerians are asking, where does advocacy end and association begin? Should I take a reaction before I come to you? This is from Bashir, who wrote, I have an unpopular opinion that Gumi definitely has no ties to bandits or banditry. Neither does he sympathize with them. If you listen carefully to his actual words, it concludes with emphasis on protecting lives. This is a former soldier turned cleric. What is he to gain through insecurity? His tone may be off at times, but that's a different conversation. To balance this tweet, Osana wrote, people suspect you have ties to them because you constantly say things that encourage them to keep doing what they are doing. If you had been preaching the truth of the Quran to them and publicly condemning what they are doing as much as you blame the government for its part, maybe they would have listened and stopped their acts long ago. Your thoughts?
Okay. As regards Sheikh Gumi, isn't it interesting in saying this? I remember, not on this table particularly, maybe in our former studio, I've had an exchange with him, and I remember that they had to remind Sheikh Gumi when he was saying all those things he was saying in support of terrorists, that he should remember he's a former captain in the military. And apart from that, he's a medical doctor. He's a physician. He treated, yes, if my memory serves me right, battle-injured soldiers. And I'm sure he will have seen our troops being killed. And what did he see in their eyes when they died? What did he see in the rise of people like General Oba when he was killed, when this country let him down? And when you advocate for people like that, what happens to his esprit de corps? So him saying that he's got no links, it's quite shocking today. Because he has spoken even more than people that have links or whatever. He has advocated more. He has pretty much, in effect, told us that, oh, there's a justification because they've been impoverished. Oh, gee, have we not all been impoverished in this nation? Do everybody carry guns? Do everybody carry guns to kill and slay and maim other lives? So him trying to say this today, he should tell that to the birds. He should change his rhetorics. And all of the peace deals he's trying to make all of them are fault or not. Are they not the same people that made a deal around Katsina? What happened afterwards? They did not go back to killing people. So please, Sheikh Gumi should tell that to the birds. We don't. Rufai Emerson says, what you do speaks so loud I can't hear what you say. What Sheikh Gumi has done as regards this banditry matter speaks so loud, and now that he's telling us that he's got no links to them, I can't even hear what he's saying now. This man has advocated. He has been the hype man. In fact, he has become the media agency for the advocation of rights of terrorists in this country. Let's call it spade a spade. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. For Fubara, I said something the earlier time we had this conversation that Wike knows why he picked Fubara. And I will read something to you. This was Premium Times, 26 May 2022.
Right.
Around the same time, 4 years ago. He said, despite being declared wanted by EFCC, former Attorney General then Fubara wins PDP governorship primaries. And he talks about days after being declared wanted by EFCC, similarly Fubara clinched the PDP primaries. And the story also talked about how it was being wanted by EFCC. So the case is clear. They were talking about 435 billion fraud. I don't know if they've settled this matter. But him being governor definitely shielded this matter from going ahead. I don't know. EFCC can correct me on that. I don't have all the information. Secondly, when all of the manipulation started, what I was saying is not a bombshell, is that he will have definitely agreed to some terms and conditions. And those terms and conditions, definitely he didn't tell us, because it was not just going to be for free for him not to have impeached the second time. But you see, where Fubara fails to realize is that these people, despite the fact that they've humiliated you with a state of emergency, that you were off power for months, they still hold you by the jugular if a case like this EFCC one has not been settled. Right. So in the end, you are not governor again. Right. You are being seen as somebody that cannot stand up for yourself. I don't want to call you the C word. And this was the same you that took a lot of the stakeholders, Dr. Abati, you were talking about. And you were shouting, Fubara, they tell you something. If you go follow Tinubu, no follow Kona. Fubara, they tell you something. You were the one that was walking on the streets of Rivers. Only God knows what happens to the River State House of Assembly.
All right.
And after all of this, see the shenanigans you're pushing around.
All right. Well, all right. Okay, we're going to continue on this conversation. Earlier on the show, we said that we'll be reading your comments.